All right, fellas, let's get real today. I got 10 minutes on the clock. I'm not going to hold you guys like I did last time. Last time was just way too long, and I apologize for that. But I'm going to have 10 minutes on the clock, 10 minutes tops. That's all I need from you guys. It's going to be beneficial, so stick around to the end. I'm going to give you some practical tips to fix the issue that you saw in the title. All right? So let's just get started. So I'm always talking to my males out there who are 30 plus. I mean, 20-year-olds, they matter as well. You guys matter as well. I know I got a lot of 20-year-olds watching as well, but for my 30, I know y'all really need it the most because at the age of 30, that's when things start to slow down in our health, in our fitness, and just our life. We get jam-packed with a lot of responsibility, and it comes a time where we're just sitting down stagnant for hours out of the day. All right. And these hours that we are sitting down, this inactivity that we have is just robbing us of energy, strength, and it's taking years off our life. Let's just be completely honest. All right. So for my males over 30, biggest issue. All right. So we start juggling these careers, which is very, very important, right? We're providers, protectors, but we need to make sure that the household is good financially. Women, they do their thing too, but I'm talking to my guys out there. Financially, we got a lot of stress on us, so we start juggling careers, a lot of side jobs, entrepreneurship. We got families. We're building these empires. We're getting kids. We get a wife, and we probably should do it in other order if you're doing things correctly. So get you a wife, get you some kids, and we got a lot of responsibility. All right, so that means we have less time to be moving, less time to be training. All right. So studies are out there and they will say 8 to 10 hours out of the day, males are sitting down. All right. We got office jobs. We're either in the car commuting to work, from work, running errands, dropping kids off, driving our wives around. We spend time on social media, a lot of time on social media, YouTube. Even if you're just watching a podcast or listening to a podcast, that's time on social media. All right. So don't get that twisted. And then the number one thing that a lot of males over 30 are doing surprisingly is gaming. Thankfully, I did not get hit with that gaming bug. I just couldn't latch onto it as a kid. And so I never really liked the game like that. But a lot of folks out there are gaming, and it is a thing, right? And a lot of folks, I mean, a lot of males, right? So you're just sitting down, hands on the sticks, just getting it in, training your fingers. But this is what happens, right? So your body gets adapted to that inactivity, all right? So your muscles get weaker, your joints start to stiffen up, your metabolism slows down, the fat game eventually sneaks in. All right. And so now you got fat all around your stomach. You lose the 6-pack if you ever had one, which genetically speaking, we all have some type of 2-pack, 4-pack, or 6-pack, even 8-packs out there. But a lot of times we just can't see it because we have a lot of fat over our abs. All right. A whole bunch of fat on the waistline. And it just comes with inactivity over time. But here's the kicker. The inactivity, it actually increases your risk of heart disease, diabetes, back pain, depression, low testosterone. So just in short, when we live in these sedentary lifestyles, it's not all just about fitness. All right. Your health is something to take into consideration more than anything. All right. Because it's all about longevity. How long can you be on this earth? So health is going to be at the all-time high as far as a priority list. So inactivity will put you at risk to have a whole bunch of health issues. All right, we're doing good on time, so let's just keep it moving. All right, so here's the good news I got for you guys. All right, so even the smallest consistent movements can completely flip this script. All right, so some benefits of breaking out of that inactivity, that's going to be boosting your energy. All right, so your body literally creates more mitochondria when you move. Now, we could talk about mitochondria some other time, but just know that if you break out of that inactivity, you will boost the energy, and you also will protect your heart. All right, so we talk a lot about cardio being the sole purpose, not weight loss, but training your heart. All right, keeping you in the game. So the regular movements, they lower your blood pressure and your cholesterol. All right, and so also improving your mood and your stress, reducing your stress. Now, over 30 is the perfect candidate for a stressful life. All right, this is when we're at all-time manhood, adulthood, and stress is just everywhere. Once we step out the house, stress, right? And we got to find ways to be more at peace. So for me, I became so at peace when I finally went back to church, started getting in my word, and just realized none of the stuff that I was stressing about actually mattered. So for you, I recommend the same, but you also just got to figure out what in your life is stressing you out and get that out of here. Because anything that's providing stress, anything that's taking you away from peace is not needed. All right. So what we want to do is exercise exercise does boost your dopamine and your serotonin. That's why I always recommend exercising for my males, boosting that dopamine and that serotonin, which is keeping your mind sharp, keeping your confidence at an all-time high. Very important things. Our mood is important. Our stress is very important, that we need to keep it at a minimum. And then benefits of inactivity or breaking out of that inactivity is going to be keeping your waistline in check. All right. So you're burning those extra calories daily without even having to diet harder. You just got to be moving around. And then also strengthening your joints and your muscles. All right. So they start to stiffen up when you are inactive. So when you break out of that inactivity, your joints start to strengthen up, your muscles start to strengthen, and your body starts to move like a well-oiled machine, because that's what we want, right? We want injuries low, and we want our joints and our muscles to be functional. So bottom line is, the more you move, the more years of strength, energy, and vitality you add to your life. Simple as that. All right. Moving along, we're halfway there. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. These videos right here, I'm doing no cuts, no chops, no screws, none of that. I'm just talking to you guys, giving you the information, and I'm uploading this right away. All right. So you're going to get this. So good morning, and let's keep going. All right. So this is how the inactivity is hurting your muscle building and your fat loss goals. Very important on this channel for sure, because we're all about building muscle and dropping fat. And so most guys think that just going to the gym alone is going to save them. But if you sit all day outside of the gym, you're just limiting all your results. And here's why. So your muscle building requires daily activity. All right. So long hours sitting down, it shuts down your muscle activation, and especially in the glutes and your core, we're just sitting down at the desk all day. No. All right. So muscle building is going to require that daily activity. Your fat loss is going to slow down if you are inactive. All right. So sitting down all day doing nothing is lowering your NEAT, and your NEAT, N-E-A-T, is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And studies have said that 30% of your NEAT is daily calorie burn, or your NEAT is 30% of your daily calorie burn. All right. So if you aren't fidgeting around, just doing small little things, you are lowering your chances of burning that 30%. All right. So your NEAT is very important. And unfortunately, when we sit around all day, we lower that. And then our hormones take a hit. So we talk about low testosterone all the time. You get high cholesterol due to the inactivity, bad posture, especially when you're just sitting over a desk or looking into your screens, hunched over and things like that. Just over time, things get bad. All right. So lower testosterone is something that is preventing a lot of us males from actually gaining the muscle, and it's just making the process a lot harder. All right. So we definitely want to be active. And I want you to think of it this way. All right. So if you're lifting weights, but you're sitting all day, that's basically you driving with your foot on the gas, 1 foot on the gas, and then 1 foot on the brake. You're going nowhere, right? So that is exactly what going to the gym and then sitting down all day, sleeping all day is doing for you. All right. That's not the kind of lifestyle you want. You want a functional lifestyle. You want to be moving around. So when you fix this inactivity, it makes your workouts actually pay off, and you get that faster muscle growth and easier fat loss. All right. Easier fat loss. All right. So here's how we're going to fix it naturally. All right. I'm a natural guy myself. Therefore, everything I give you, all the tips, all the tricks, is going to be from a natural standpoint, based on experience and based on some studies and research. All right. So here's some things. I got 6 things for you. All right. Number 1, your daily movements. I want you to aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. All right. So what I like to recommend for my clients is that after dinner, go ahead and walk around the neighborhood, or after every meal, depending on your lifestyle, just walk around the neighborhood. All right. 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And then I want you to get some movement snacks. This is number 2, movement snacks. I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about small bursts of energy, small bursts of movements, doing push-ups here, there, doing squats, doing little things like that, right? Short walks like we just talked about. When you're sitting at work all day and you're pretty much just stagnant, get up from your desk, walk around the office, talk to people, go outside, go for a walk. That's going to do you some benefits as well. Now it comes to number 3, which is going to be strength training. 3 per week, it's okay. I always love 6, but I've been doing this for so long. I love 6 with 1 rest day, 5 with 2 rest days, but 3 is good enough, right? But what you want to do is focus on your compound lifts and really building up that testosterone, all right? Getting that body, pushing some heavy loads, right? Squats, presses, rows, deadlifts, you name it. It's going to keep that metabolism high, and it's going to help you fight that muscle loss, all right? We want muscle gain, not muscle loss. We got cardio 2 to 3 times a week. It's okay. All right. But what I really want you to do is try to get yourself up to 150 minutes a week. That's going to be 5 days out of the week doing 30 minutes of cardio. That is recommended from all doctors. That's recommended from all fitness gurus, your highest fitness scientists, whatever. 150 minutes a day is good for the heart. And it's also going to benefit you when we talk about weight loss and fat loss. And then number 5, I want you to make sure that you are stretching daily. All right. Mobility, flexibility, very, very important. We're sitting down all day. Our hips are getting tight, hamstrings locking up, shoulders all tight, hunched over, bad posture. You need to make sure that you are stretching out every single day. Do it first thing in the morning or before you go to bed. Definitely do it before you work out. Definitely do it before you train. But you need to make sure you're stretching daily. And then the last thing for sure is you need to get you some kind of accountability system. So whether that's a coach, whether that's a training partner, or whether that's some type of app on your phone or a journal that's going to help you track your progress. Accountability is what's going to turn those habits into lifestyle. I'll say that again. Accountability is what's going to help turn the habits into lifestyle, because that's what we want. All right. And it looks like we hit our mark. Talking too much. I'm going to ramble all day just talking to you guys because I can talk all day on this. But what I want you guys to focus on is get active. Get active. I want you to get active and stay active. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to get. But the good news is that you don't have to do this all overnight. All right. Small steps. All right. Start small, stack your wins, and the results will build up fast. Now, if you don't want to figure it out alone, that's exactly why I have an online coaching service. All right. So I have tons of clients all over the world, and I'm helping them do exactly what we talked about in this video. All right. Build muscle, drop fat, and be more active, get in shape. Right. So what I want you guys to do is hit the link down in my description box, fill out the application, and sign up with me. We can get you those results. But also, if you just want to be cheap, that's fine too. Like I said, we're males. We're taking care of our families. We got to cut back on price somewhere. I got a 5-day quick start, which is the first link in the description box. This right here is jam-packed with workouts, nutrition strategies, some coaching tools, and it's going to help you jumpstart your results. All right, completely free. Got your meal plan in there, got your workout plan in there, everything you need. So just hit that link, first link right there, and let's get moving, man. All right. Your 40-year-old self is going to thank you. And I thank you. So appreciate you guys watching. Again, subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Like this video. Do all the things, man. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.